So I promised that I'd be doing some more videos on motivational maps to give you a bit more of an insight into how they work. And I did mention that there were 9 motivators. So here is a clip from one of the videos that I use in my pre-training for anybody who wants to become a licensed practitioner in motivational maps, which is going to explain a little bit more about the maps, where they come from, and the so there are 9 motivators, and the motivators are arranged, if you like, or classified into 3 groups. So here's a little bit more about the maps for you. So the origins of the maps. The maps have been created by one man on the Dorset coast, and that man is James Sale. James and his wife Linda live not far from me in Bournemouth. There's James, and he created and founded, he created the maps and founded the organisation with his wife, who is the MD of the company. Now, James was an English teacher. He was an English teacher in a very good school down here in Dorset. And he was then subsequently a head teacher. And you can see his background in the first PDF that I've sent you from the manual. And you'll see from there that there was a time in his career when he was sent off to do an appraisal course to then go and train other people in schools in the county to handle appraisals. And there was a pivotal moment then when he realized that actually there was a difference between training and teaching, and that he enjoyed the training more. So he set himself up as a self-employed trainer. And what he very soon discovered, which a lot of people do, is that as a self-employed man, when he wasn't working, or when he was ill, when he wanted to go on holiday, the money stopped. And he would then need to come back to work and start the whole marketing and sales funnel process again for work to come in. And so putting his creative drive behind that, he decided that for him a good thing to do would be to develop a product that his organization could sell, that he could have other people sell without him having to be there, so that basically he would always have some income. And one of the things that he'd seen was that there was a gap in the market around motivation. So many organizations focus on strategy work and vision work, focus on personality, focus on skills required to do something, but without the fuel, which is motivation, they may not get anywhere. And so he thought, well, this is an amazing gap, and he studied and looked in quite a lot of detail at 3 main models. Well, these are the ones that he came down to in the end, which were Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Edgar Schein's career anchors, and the Enneagram. Now, Maslow has been used for a long time, and there are people who still work with that model, and others that find it maybe out of date, but actually we'll see in the next video how the motivators link to Maslow, and you'll see that there's real resonance there, and a fantastic way to use them together. Edgar Schein's career anchors are still used in recruitment. So it makes the motivational maps a great tool to use with people when you're having career discussions, or those that are in recruitment themselves. And you'll find a lot more information on page 2, I think, of the second PDF. And then he also looked at the Enneagram, which is a much more spiritual, dare I say, tool, much more complex, a lot of detail in there, and he used those 3 models and brought them together to create the motivational maps. And what I love about it is how he's taken all of those 3 tools, 3 theories that are very useful on their own, and brought them together with real simplicity, because the Enneagram is wonderful and very complex. So he's done that, and he's distilled it into 9 motivators across 3 clusters. So the relationship motivators, the achievement motivators, and the growth motivators. And we'll go into a lot more detail of each of those motivators in the next few videos. Hope you found that useful. In my next videos, I'm going to go into each of the motivators in a little bit more detail, so that you really get a sense of what they are, what it is that we're measuring, and how useful it will be in the work that you do. If you want to find out more, then click the link and subscribe, and there's a little bell, and subscribe to that, or click on that bell even, and you'll be notified when my next videos come up. Thanks for listening.